Let's get going there. Okay, we're now going to go over the last. This is the last strat video I'm doing for Fortress today, because I don't think the dorm site is amazing anymore. I think people have actually figured out how to attack it now. So we're gonna go to Commander's office bedroom. Now, originally I thought this site was pretty bad, and I still think it's not that great. I do think it's like, I think it is viable. It's viable, but it's heavily gunfight dependent compared to the other sites. There's not. I think on this map it may be cafeteria. Cafeteria is by far the best, and then this site and Haman are similar in like win rate, I'd say. Because this site is just so open, and that's the issue with it. So we're gonna go to Valk. See, 2 reinforcements is Valkyrie. You're just gonna grab this wall like straight away off the bat, just so you can like, just so you can roam, get your stuff done. So your cams.
Down to 10 seconds.
So here's a decent one. It's not impressive, but the main one I would grab no matter what is just here on this site. So I practiced shotgunning out this floor and C4ing up. You can't C4 through the beams, it's not possible. So this is what this cam sees. And then, honestly, this cam's not terrible. There's only one other cam you probably need to grab, which is here. This is just purely to help your roamers, so you can see down this bush. So grab that cam, and then come over to here, and then you're gonna throw camera off this pillar. And you're gonna be able to see like this push. So the reason why you've done this is basically you're gonna have 2 mirrors on the side. They're both bathroom side, right? So one mirror is gonna be on this wall, the other's gonna be on this wall. So this sees B, this sees that hallway, and then this Valk cam is going to allow you to see your east push, and then this will see the other cam will see your south push, and then the other cam is for sight, purely for C4. And that's basically what you're going to do. And then as the Valkyrie, you're basically playing below. Ideally, you get some callouts from Mirror. Say someone's here, Mirror can't C4 them. You then C4 off it, but like they'll ping it and then you just C4 kind of thing. So ideally you can do that. You basically just roam around below. One thing you can do though as Valk is roam courtyard to begin with. If you want to get really cheeky, you can wait here and then basically just listen for them coming up. They will come from this side, I believe. And you basically just throw up C4, and it'll kill anyone there. So you can do that, not completely. You're gonna do that. Make sure you're holding the C4 already. And then you basically just play it. You can play here and then drop down, rotate, and then play for C4 late game, which is not bad. So that's main Valkyrie cams. Getting an idea of how we're holding this, you have to play fairly aggressive, otherwise the side push is just way too easy. So the next character we're going to go to is the castle. And the castle takes impacts 100%. Because when I was looking at it, there wasn't too much to bulletproof anyway, and you with the Valkyrie cams and the mirrors, you've already got quite a lot of information. So your impacts, you're going to impact this wall out, and then you're going to impact rotation here, and then your 2 reinforcements of this wall. So there's only one castle that's absolutely necessary, and that's this bathroom one, just to make sure to protect the mirrors on the back. It's kind of obvious. This castle is a hindrance.
Down
This
to
one
10
doesn't
seconds.
really help you. This one is going to get destroyed. They're really going to go for it, and it doesn't really
5
give you
seconds and
too
counting.
much. You know, you have the mirror challenging that angle anyway, so it's not an issue. This is
Surveillance on
pointless to
bombs.
castle
Op 4
because
hazardous
you're not going to be able
user.
to penetrate this wall because of this drone hole. If they really want to grab you, they will grab you. So you're not going to. So balance tricking is just not a go. Just don't bother castling this. And also, this mirror can see into that doorway. Kind of. So this door is pointless to castle. So the other ones to castle that I would consider, this one is more of a hindrance than you would think, because if they push this way in courtyard, and then you need to suddenly flank that, or they're hard pushing B, then you don't have, like, you're basically just blocking yourself to rotate into sight, and at which point they're already pre-aiming that. So I'd have this open, and it just makes them have to worry about this. So your next castle is going to be courtyard side. This is purely to like. So if you're really confident in your ability to hold this, you could potentially not drop this castle, but I wouldn't. So castle, bathroom door, and then your other castle is entirely up to you. Because we've reinforced these two walls, you can maybe stretch them to here, and then castle this off, but that's going to get open. So I just reinforced this, and then castled this off. Just because this gunfight here is just so awkward for attackers, and then you've got like Printer, it's like your end game position. So that's what castle has to do. There is potential for like putting a bulletproof here. So it's like having someone shotgun this out, having someone do the, Mirror can do their own rotations out, and then someone can shotgun this out, and then you can put a bulletproof on this wall, and then peek off the bulletproof. There is potential for that, because like this entire table is not destructible, so you can actually can't really shoot the chart on this, but you can peek off this. So that's like one option you have if you want to do that. The only thing is that bulletproof is going to get shot from like this hole if you get control of it. So
10 seconds left.
on this map, it's quite good actually, because the attackers can whittle down
5 seconds
the
to go.
roamers, but as long as they destroy utility and they have effective droning, it's quite easy for them to attack. So you're kind of playing like semi-aggressive, hoping to pick them off before. You want to pick off like an ash, pick off a sledge, a book, like get some utility off, and then your castle becomes even stronger. So that's like one way of doing it, I would say. So we're now going to go to the mirror. This is kind of like a self-expansion one. She's pretty much needed for this site. I think, I just think it gives you the attackers way too much control.
Keep the bombs protected.
So the issue with the site, initially when I thought about it, is if you don't bring mirror to this site, all that's going to happen is they'll get control of this west balcony. They'll just break these. They'll have someone let's repel, Blackbeard or whatever, and then they can literally just vault in these windows with a shield, and then they've got control of this hallway, and you're done for, right? Nades, flashes, it's cleared, right? And then they just thermite this wall, this wall. So to stop that, you're pretty much forced to take a mirror, I would say. So your reinforcement is going to be this wall. So these are like mirrors 2
5 seconds
reinforcements.
and counting. Here.
And then you're going to mirror this. Now, there's going to be some controversy as always. You're gonna mirror this. I know people are going to say this can get shot from, like, basically this angle. Because you are going to open up this wall. And the reality is they have to be standing in right there to get the angle. And at this point, they should already be dead from the mirror. So if they do pop the mirror, that is unfortunate. But they should be dead. So like you shaded a mirror window for someone who's dead. So I doubt they'll attempt it. So this wall's going to be open. This just allows you to see into there, so you can peek off it like a bit safer. So I'm going to put the mirror this way. I completely disagree with this. One, because it exposes this mirror, and they'll say, "Oh, but this, this pillar protects the canister." That's fucking pointless. Like as soon as this castle barricade is gone, you are leaving this room. Like if they have control of this, if they have control of that hallway and this castle barricade is gone, you're fucking running out of this room. You're not holding this room. I think it's just so stupid, that fucking strat, right? And if you mirror this and you're trying to peek like this, it just doesn't work because they just pixel the door frame. It doesn't work. Like this is much better. This is far better. Right. Now that debate's fucking over. Get this mirror. So you can, as a smoke, you're able to throw canisters into this back plant. You can't see four of this plant. Like, even if you actually try, like it just simply doesn't go far enough, which is like one of the issues with the site. So you're forced to bring a smoke purely for the plant denial, right? Similar with this one. Now on PC this might be easier, but you can potentially,
Down to 15
if
seconds.
you run and do it, you can you can see
10
for
seconds
this
to go.
plant, but it's so unlikely. You're again forced to bring a smoke,
5
and they can
seconds
actually safely. So,
You're out of time.
but we'll go to smoke, and I can explain things a little bit more. So I had like a semi-rant there, because I've seen that mirror so many times, I'm just thinking, that strat is not good, there is no way you're going to be able to hold that mirror. There's absolutely no way. So, we're now going to go to the smoke, and I'll just explain a couple of things you can do with him. Definitely want to take a shotgun with him, because you're going to need to help your mirror out.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
So smoke's got a couple of key things to do. The first one is to shotgun the bottom of this ball out. You can potentially make this into a rotation. I wouldn't say you need to, because then you're just giving attackers free run to just run into sight. I wouldn't even make this. Don't make this so they can crawl through it. Just do like what I've done, because they can shoot this out and they can crawl through it if they really want to. But you know, just make sure it's like lower down, just so that if they try and plant here and Mira's gonna call out that she can't kill him, like someone who's going crazy, like say it's like a 2v2, like they can just
10
fucking go
seconds.
crazy and just spray him. And like if that's in 15 seconds, you win the round with it.
5 seconds.
So holes you need to make.
You must protect
You need to
your
make
bombs
these
from
holes
being
just
defused
because
by
as
Op
well,
4.
like at the start of the rounds you can place someone here and then they can literally just peek that window that everyone hops in. So it's not a bad thing to make, and it just allows you to throw C4 up and kill the person who's planting here. Like if you get the call out, like if Alt gets the call out and she's still a C4. So other holes to make, I would absolutely do this still. I would do this purely so that if they are pushing this way, you got someone below, they can like basically just look through the holes. So as in the command defense, these are not terrible to make, although you have quite a bit to do with smoke, so I don't want to say you need to do them. So your other reinforcements of smoke is just these two, like quite easy ones to grab, like towards the end of the round once you've done your shotgunning. So time-wise, you're a bit struck for time. So your wire is of course going to go in this doorway, and then your other piece of wire, I'd say either throw directly here, which stops them like maybe smoking, running in and planning, or you can just basically just throw it like right in this spot here. So if you're putting wire, right. So again, you could probably shotgun this out, which is it's annoying to do, which is why we take castle impacts, because this is actually quite annoying to do. I don't know why they designed the wall like this. So notice I'm already out of ammo, just shotgunning stuff. So yeah, if you really want to, you could like shotgun this out for your castle, and then let them play here, and then they could take a bulletproof. But I just think like with Mira's information anyway, you could, you know, you could just put wire in this
5
hallway,
seconds to go.
and they can peek off that. I just don't see the point. So yeah, I'd still stick to wire.
Time limit reached.
I still stick to impact on castle. I think just makes way more sense. So now I'm gonna go to Jaeger. So the last one is Jaeger. You don't have too much to do, to be honest.
Secure the bombs.
It's not hard. So wire-wise, like we said, we talked about smoke leaving 1, 2, and then if you do 3, potentially 4. Although I wouldn't say 4 there. I would say throw your wire here, And even here, so maybe just put as the Jaeger, just throw both your wires here and then let smoke do sight wire, so smoke will do that plan and then this door. And then your ADSs, so you're gonna have one here. I would say just throw one right next to the mirror. The other one you definitely want to throw
10 seconds.
not necessarily like where you can get shot, but just
5 seconds left.
like somewhere close to this mirror. Yeah, that's fine. And now your
Must
last
protect
one
your bombs from being defused by Op 4.
is debatable because no one's going to be playing inside here on site because it's basically a death trap. So you can give it to the castle, or you can just stick another ADS behind this mirror. It's entirely up to you. Or you could have the mirror for you, the ADS for yourself if you're roaming and you sit in a corner with flashbangs or whatever. I don't know. Like honestly, even just putting it on here just to protect the wire is not bad. So your 2 reinforcements, we've got a couple left, and your last one is going to go here. And then your other one is going to go on this wall. Now, I did think hard about these ones. Like, for this, this is the only reinforcement that you don't need, really. But I think it just forces them into like, it forces them into like two doorways. It's always like a decent one to do. This one is just necessary because otherwise they can just line up on the door and pop the mirror. They can get like decent angles onto it. That's basically Jaeger. That's basically the entire strat. And then so, position wise, you probably want to play your mirror on this one, just because you can still try and C4 this plant. It's a bit easier. And then the smoke's going to play here, or you can just basically switch around. Like depending on what's getting attacked, you can just switch around, and then you just work together. And then your castle's going to hold here, Valk's going to hold below potentially. And then your Jaeger just roams around, so you can roam here, but you want to make sure your Jaeger's actually helping sight. So you can roam this way, you can even play in this hallway if you really wants to.
Down to 15 seconds.
Kind of play here, but I wouldn't really, but yeah.
Time
Basically
expires
it for
10
him.
seconds.
It's probably much better to be honest if he either helps castle directly
5
or
seconds remaining.
helps here, because the roam, there's not too much downstairs you can destroy. Like the whole bathroom is indestructible. So that's basically it. That is the dorm site, or the commander's office site. I don't have anything much for dorms, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think of something for dorms, but I don't think there's too much on it at the moment. I do think it's quite an interesting site, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I can come up with anything. I'll see you guys in the next one though.